Hello. Hello. I wanted to have a YouTube day today, and so here we go. So what was I gonna say? I had like a bunch of things I was gonna say. I was gonna say if you've never watched a video of mine, then I try and talk about math and art. I had a New Year's resolution that I was gonna try and post a YouTube video once a week. I always say I'm gonna do stuff like that. I'm trying to post a YouTube video once a week. Sometimes I post a YouTube video and the first one goes well and then the quality kind of goes down. But for a while I was doing Computability Freaks once a week and that was really fun, just because it was just fun to make. So, what was I going to talk about? Well, I was going to say first, okay, what's the plan for the day? Okay, so that's what I was going to say is what's the plan for the day? And maybe we can figure that out together. Oh, here's the new, did you notice the new setup here? I have a table. So my cousin Amy and her friend Jamie found this table for free and it's awesome. Look at how it's kind of like marble. And it's really nice. You can see the chair design, little design going on there. And so you have the guitar back here. So it's like I have like this library scene. Whoa, I have this like library scene going on in the living room. So I really like it. It's been really great. So for a while I was like, I only really like go if I have to do something kind of hard. Like I have to go out. If I'm like at the end of a chapter and I'm writing and it's like you know what you're doing but it's like hard, but there's like a lot of details. Then I can do it at home, but. It's like more fun at the coffee shop, but lately I've been like, I have my library and I have see here, got the whiteboard, and I also have a little chalkboard too in the hallway. It's so helpful with making schedules and stuff like that. Whoa, it's like, okay. So this has been so nice. I mean, I've only been like doing the library, it's like once, for a couple days so far. But it's been great. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna make a weekly YouTube video. And I was also thinking about how when you put like a label on something like that, like the library, going to the library, or what was another example of that? I don't know, like when you call something that you're doing a funner name, then it makes it more fun. I guess that's what I was gonna say. Okay, so there's like so much going on, so I don't know where to start. Okay. So, okay, news resolution. Okay, oh yeah, one of my news resolutions was like to not watch TV, like not turn the TV on until like 5 p.m. So I used to like turn the TV on a lot because I just like in the background but it can be kind of like drawing, and so it's like, oh, I have to have it on all the time, and I have to be in the room with the TV. Like I used to take my TV from this room to that room, like taking a boom box or something somewhere. So but I'm like, okay, it's not really that different because I'm on my phone anyway. But I'm allowed to anything. If I'm like, oh, right now I want to watch a movie, totally fine. If that's what you want to do on your phone, that's totally up to you. But I have some other things to do. So, but I can do that. Or I can like listen to something, watch a podcast or something, and when I'm doing something, cleaning or something. But I have been just like sitting without any music on or anything. Not that I did put some Mozart on. That was kind of fun. But I was just sitting here without anything on, just like reading and doing research and stuff. It was so fun. Okay, so that was okay. News resolution. Okay. So it's working well. It's working well at 5 p.m. Then I'm like so excited for 5 p.m. and I'm gonna watch like, an interview or something. I watched the Mark Zuckerberg interview yesterday. I was like really excited. It's really fun. It's funny about attention spans, how it's like, we have shorter attention spans or something maybe, but man, people love to watch something that's hours and hours long. I do. Okay, so let's just talk about what we're gonna do today, and then let's write on the whiteboard. I'll make a schedule, and then I gotta go get on with the day. I feel like there's a lot of things I was gonna tell you about. I was gonna tell you about self-love. I'll tell you that, and then we'll do the schedule. So I was like, okay, so always have. And it's like the only thing that like, okay, really gets me, other than like there's like evil in the world, and that's a whole thing to deal with, right? So, but that, okay, other than that, the thing that's like gonna make me cry or something is, I was so sad though about the California fires and stuff like that, thinking about those people. That really did make me cry, actually, because that's really sad. So I'm praying for the people and like all the devastation. But something that can make me sad is like men, no boys, and just how like I'm so, you know, it's like I don't get it, I'm confused, and like anyway, well, I was like feeling sad about that because I was like, oh man, like, you know, what I want isn't gonna happen or something. But I was like, you know what? It occurred to me. And I was like feeling a little sad. I was like, but we gotta go have a regular day anyway. We gotta go to the gym. We gotta go to the library, you know. So, but then it occurred to me, and I was like, wait a minute. And I was upset that I was sad, but I was also upset because I don't like to have a bad day, and I don't like to have a bad attitude, and I like to be like really positive about things, like delusionally positive about things. And so I don't like that, and I like to, you know, I like to have my day and then do some math. Okay, so I was like, wait a minute. As I was like having a shower, and I was like, turn on some music, and I was like dancing and stuff. I was like, wait a minute. I could hang out with myself, and I'm like the most like delusionally positive person sometimes, and always have fun, like creative things going on and crazy ideas and like a lot of times fun activities to do. So I'm like, so I can hang out with myself. It was like this great moment of self-love, and it's like, wait a minute, I get to hang out with myself forever, you know? So it was like, so nothing can touch that, you know? And it was really great. And I think honestly, before that, one of my New Year's resolutions was like, when you see people, just you see this like flash, this just like instant of just like, just for like, not like, man, that's a human, and man, they must have a lot of challenges, and like every human has like a lot of challenges. Just like for a moment, just like, I don't know, how to, just like seeing people as like, not like, oh, you're in my way, like, probably persistent, but not going too like crazy and like, you know, it's like, it's just like an instant of compassion or something, just like an instant, just to like, just remember, just like, but then that was a New Year's resolution, to just try and see that like spark, you know? But not like go overboard. I don't know, because you can get really wrapped up in that. And like, I hope that they saw that I was, you know, enjoying their humanity. Did they see that, you know, or something like that? So, but that New Year's resolution then I think that sparked the like self-love realization. I was like, oh, I gotta hang out with myself. And then I was also like, because I was thinking like, what do you want in your days? How would they be different? What could you change? Like, and some things is like just like participating more. Like, I wish I would just like, you know, tweet or X once a day or something, you know, or you know, do like YouTube once a week. But of course, my book and stuff like that. But then I was like, okay, well then we're gonna do those things. And then I had the self-love moment. I was like, oh yeah, I get to hang out with Erin Carmody forever. That's cool, you know. So that's good. And so a lot is going on right now. So why don't we go to the board and get the schedule going? My whiteboard was having some kind of a board. Okay, I was also going to talk about my new fashion. My new fashion for the year is sweatpants. So I really thought about this and tried different things. And I was wearing jeans for a while, but right now the jeans are sort of like in this in-between phase that I'm like super confused about. The only ones I like are like the really, really wide leg ones, but I for my lifestyle, that's not gonna work right now. So all my outfits are sweatpants and a t-shirt and a sweatshirt. So that's what I'm wearing this year. I don't know if I can get away with it in teaching. What do you think? It's kind of like, you know, like the gym teacher. Okay guys, time to do some math. It's our math. You can see my chain link. Okay, so let's plan our schedule for the day. Okay, this is gonna be too long. I feel like the first part's the longest part. Okay. Okay, here we go. So let's just get the schedule for the day. Okay, first we're gonna go to the gym. Okay, I won't take you to the gym, but I'm really enjoying the gym. It's free. I mean, it's not free, but you know, you pay a monthly thing or whatever. I like going on the track. I like it's exposed ceiling, and there's like pipes and stuff, and you can like look at all that. There's a lot of things to look at, there's people to look at, and it's like, I just get the funnest thoughts, and it's all open. It's like a big, you could compare it to my window, and that's also a pretty cool view over here. It's just all open windows, and then just you see the sunshine coming in, and it's like there's a little shopping area, so like people walking around. So that's a really fun experience. There's a lot. I just feel like there's lots of like cool thoughts that come with the gym. I don't really do a lot, but I like to just walk on the track, and then I'll just like do counting things, and I'll be like, okay, walk 5 times, and then we're gonna do 2 machines or something like that. Okay, and then we're gonna go to the Dollar Tree because I don't know what you guys think about the Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree, I was trying to think which one is which. Like, there's the Dollar Tree is the one where things are actually like $1. Dollar General is kind of like, it's $5, close to $1 now. So let's just check this. I want to see what they have for cat food and any sodas that I might want. What's up next? Then we're gonna go to the library. Okay, I won't take you in the gym. Okay, so but like the Dollar Tree, maybe I'll do like drive in the car because I've never done that and talk. Maybe I don't know if I should do that, but maybe I will. And then the library, that's why I was thinking we could, have some conversation there. Okay, first I want to talk about what I only know a tiny bit, so I'll tell you what I know. I'm learning about side conditions. So I'll tell you about that. And I was thinking, I wanted to just like open randomly and just see like, maybe I can maybe there's like a definition that I understand, I can write it on the board just for education. So let's just do random, I don't know if it'll work, because it might just open it up and be like, I have no idea what it's saying. But that might be fun. Okay, and then the other thing I'm working on is my own research, so I'll tell you about it. It's fun. It's really like playing with a lot of blocks and stuff, but I just love it. I just enjoy doing it, and I enjoy how it feels afterwards, but it's not really, we don't get it like very far very fast. And then I have to do some kind of art today. Oh my gosh, I'm missing out on a whole thing I'm not even telling you about. Okay, the art that's going, art talk. Okay, I'll tell you about that then. There's something coming up in the art world. So next semester, it's coming up soon, I'm gonna be teaching one class, algebra. I can't wait, you guys. The first section is about sets of numbers. I mean, I might get lost in algebra. I'll try not to get too deep because it'll annoy the students, but I can make it fun. Anyway, I'm gonna teach one class, but then I'm also gonna do art. I don't know how I'm gonna make sure that I'm doing art the whole time, but I have something coming up. Hopefully that thing turns into like another thing, and so I'm always like somehow doing something in the art world. But this is really fun. The stuff that's coming up, what I have to do this week, really fun, and I can't wait to tell you about it. So I'll tell you about that. And then that's pretty much the day. And then I go to bed at 5 p.m. So, I sit in bed. That's when the TV can come on and then like watch interviews or movies or whatever. And then I like to do probably like a little more math, like maybe something I didn't quite get or something I want to kind of just focus on. And then I'll do that. And then I'm just like, go on the internet. Oh, it's so interesting. And that'll be fun. That'll be my day. This is what I call a regular day. So this is the Dollar Tree something. But just like a regular day now, it's just basically this, totally free, basically, and totally fun. So I'll see you soon. Hello. Okay, this is cool. Do it look kind of cool? Just sit in my car. I'm sorry, some people like don't think cars are cool, but just sit in my car, furry hood and whatnot. Pretty cool. So I'm listening to some Bright Eyes. Okay, I'm about to go to the gym. I'm not gonna take it in there, and I'm not gonna drive talking either. So I'll see you in a few. Okay, just got back from the gym, and it was cool. It's fun. It's like there's like a track outside around the gym, and then in the inside is all the equipment and stuff like that. So that's really fun. And then you can go inside and then go outside. And I talked to my mom, and when I was hanging out in the locker room, and that was good. So now we're going to go to the Dollar Tree. And I was gonna say when I go to the gym and I like go around the track, and then I like to go through the portal to the inside of the track. But it's just a funner way to say go from that spot to that spot. But it was fun. So I'm gonna go to the Dollar Tree now and just see what their opinion on prices of soda and cat food is. So I'll let you know how that goes. I made it to the Dollar Tree. These glasses are kind of like, they kind of like have sunglasses. I don't really like it. Made it to the Dollar Tree, but I was gonna tell you, I forgot to tell you what I did at the gym. So I did like leg pushes, you know, like, what do you call it? Push with your legs on like a flat thing. And then I also did the back thing. Like, I really like that one. Like, it's really satisfying. And like those two together, I did those two. And then I also did like lifting the bar, just a bar. It had 30-pound weights on it, so pretty good. And when I went there, like you get like a free personal trainer meeting. I was like a little worried about it. I was like, well, are they just gonna show me how the machines work? And he's like, no, we're gonna talk about your motivation and stuff like that. I was like, oh heck no, I did not go to that. Because I don't want somebody getting in my head. And I've seen people with the trainers and they're like telling them stuff, and they're like, I actually don't like have like a goal, like, oh, I'm trying to like, you know, make my body look a certain way or something. I really just like, it's enjoyable to do that stuff. It's enjoyable to like, it's fun to walk around and then like do the weights. So just wanted to say that. Okay, I'm gonna go to Dollar Tree. Hopefully it goes well. Okay. So I made it. It was as promised. Everything was $1.25. Not everything was $1.25. I saw some AstroTurf for $5. I almost wanted to get that for my cat. But everything that I got was $1.25. So I spent $3.84. Maybe there's a little tax. And I'll show you what I got. I got some plastic bags. And I know plastic bags is getting controversial, but I use plastic bags all the time. I love it. Here in Nebraska, you can get plastic bags. Got RC Cola. I probably drink like 4 of those a week. Different kinds of soda, but Sprite a lot. That's a lot of soda. Comment below if you think that's too much soda. But I love soda, okay? And I got some cat food. I'll see if they like it. They probably won't like it, but just in case they do, that would be great. And then I was tempted to get, I saw that there was, I always love new candies that are out. I saw there was Tic Tac Chewy. Oh my God, that looks pretty good. Love Tic Tacs. Always wish they were a little bit chewier, especially like the orange ones. So, excuse me. So, I almost got those, but I did not. But I did see another new candy that was out that I was not aware of. Harry Potter Harbros. So, got the Hermione one. Let's try one. I feel like I'm in one of those YouTube videos, you guys. Where people go get stuff and then go try stuff in their car. I don't feel uncomfortable here because nobody. Oh, I got that one. I picked that one first, but let's do this. Oh, whoopsie doopsie. Oh, this is an interesting one. It's half clear. So good. Harbos are always so good. Also, I really dislike it when people eat on TV. I just really. But it's okay. Sometimes it's okay. That's just a preference. Again, all these things are just preference. Not okay. Got this one. Oh, that looks so good. Let me just try mine. It's like a pineapple taste. I love Harbos. Any kind of Harbos is so good. That white thing on there, I mean, I'll do it because it was like a new thing, but it's not like my favorite thing. It's not gross or anything. It's just love the purity. So good. It's just so good. Okay. That was a success. At first I thought they weren't gonna have cat food, but we'll see. We'll see if they like it. Okay, now it's time to go back home and we're gonna go to the library. See you there. What's up? What's up, New Jersey? How's everybody doing tonight? Yeah, so people are saying to me, you don't care what people think about you, do you? I was like, yeah, that's a pretty cool thing. It's a pretty cool thing not to care what people think about you. Then someone else said to me, you're so funny because you just don't care what people think about you. I was like, yes, that's cool. And then I was like, wait a minute. What are you thinking about when exactly are you thinking about? That you're like, people don't care what's going through your brain right now when you look at me? I hope you like my stand-up routine. So I was thinking about New Jersey. I was thinking about how I'm doing gym, art, and laundry, like in Jersey Shore. No, I'm not laundry, library. So gym, art, and laundry. Gym, art, and library. Like gym tanning, laundry. Hey, what's up, Evie? She said she wanted to come say hello. Okay, she's very upset right now. Go try some of your new snacks, Miss Evie. She said she doesn't want to try her snacks, she wants to hang out. Okay, got cats all around. But also, there's a bodega down the street from me, and when I go in there, it always reminds me of like New York or New Jersey. I lived in New Jersey for like a couple years, and I got this necklace there at the bodega. I got it as a reward for myself because I didn't smoke any cigarettes over the holidays. Good job. Okay, so here we are in the studio. You can see there's a painting over here. I'm gonna keep it hidden because it's gonna be part of a show, so I'll wait to debut it at the show on Friday. So let me just tell you what's going on. And so we're gonna do some art. I'm gonna do some art, and then we'll get to the library. So what's going on with the art? So I have this painting. There's a art gallery close to where I live, and they are having a show, and the theme is butterflies. And so I painted something. It's called Afterlife, and so that's going to be in the show on Friday. So on Friday is the show opening, and then there's another event on Saturday, and then on Sunday I'm giving an art talk. So there's different, there's like 3 people giving art talks about their work or something. I don't actually know. I'm not totally sure what art talk should be, but I have some ideas of what I want to do. And so that's what I'm working on. And actually, I think I got a little bit ahead of the game. So maybe since I'm doing the YouTube today, I might not work on the talk, because I know what I'm going to do, and I think I have all the images for it. So that's kind of the hard part. I made it. It's always so hard to like do the first like thing. So I made like an outline. I made like just like templates of slides. And that was hard to do because I'm like, oh, what if it's wrong? What if I do it wrong? Or what if I like have the wrong idea? Or just sometimes I get an idea and then I stick with that idea just because it was the first idea. But I got something already. It was kind of painful in that way that I was like, I don't know what I'm doing, but I just do like 7 per day for a couple days, whatever. Did that. And then now then when I was doing the part where I was going to insert the images for the slideshow, then I realized what it should be. And it's so simple, and it's just slides of my art, and then I'm gonna talk about it. It's like really simple, but that process of like going through and making the outline, making the slides, template slides that I'm not even gonna use, but it was still helpful to go through that process. So anyway, I think I'm ahead of the game on the art talk. It's not till a week from today. I'm gonna try and record it. So I think I've given some time, plus I'm gonna drop the painting off tomorrow. So maybe that's in the morning. So maybe I'll just go there and make sure like, that I can set up my iPad and stuff, and then just make sure if there's like how long I have, and like, if I could like, I don't want to be like, what's an art talk? And then they tell me, and then I'm like, oh, okay, nothing, then what I did is completely wrong. Cause I just want to have my own idea of what I'm supposed to do. But I might just kind of like, get a vibe of it. It's like, just see what they say. I'm just like, oh, so my art talk's coming up, and so getting ready for it, So I'm excited. Everyone and the person I talked to at the gallery was like really nice, and so I'm just hoping, like I said, whatever happens with this, hopefully, sell the painting, and but even more importantly is like, what's the next thing? Like, finding another like show to enter into, or like, I would love if I could like, I would love if someone was like, you know what, you should have a show and this is what you should paint about, and do that, and I put it in my gallery. That's what okay, something like that. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I just know that the next thing, just something to keep me busy doing art after this thing is done. So that's what I'm doing this week. So that's really exciting. So this week is lots of, there's like lots of art stuff. And then I also have some orientation for school. So it's a nice balance of the two things. I think this was like really gonna be the first semester where I'm doing really like a foot in both solidly, equally math and art, because I mean, the semester takes over and it's like, I manage to paint somehow sometimes, but usually the semester takes over and it's just, I can't even be like, feel like an artist. So I'm really excited for this semester. And I've also had semesters, like last semester, where I didn't do any, like, I wasn't teaching and, you know, I wasn't like formally doing math. And I think I would prefer to teach one class. I mean, maybe one day if I was like, I think it's nice to teach one class, even if it's hard, or even if it's time, like, I'm sure I'm gonna be like, oh, I wish I was just totally free. Then I could plan my days however, but creating a structure is not that easy. And having that teaching is part of it. I think it's gonna be great. So this is the first semester where I'm like, both. Just gonna do both. Leave room for the art always, because the math will take over. Okay. That's it. So what are we gonna do now? So let's go to the library. Let's go do some math. Yeah, you guys have seen these paintings before. Have I shown you? Maybe I haven't shown you the kind of latest one. Saw this one on video. I don't know if you saw this one or not. This one, I mean, I laugh a little because, let me just ask you this. Do you like this like strip right here? Does it look cool? Does it look cool? Hopefully you said, yeah, it looks really cool. Well, I don't know if it does look cool or not, but it was a, you know, it was a mistake, basically. I mean, it was like making up for a mistake. I put this in there, this centered, it wasn't totally centered, this wasn't totally centered, I just can't look at it unless it's centered. That's the whole point. And so I have this strip right here. It kind of looks like a friendship bracelet, like you would weave. I liked how this turned out. If you can see it in the video, it's like this shadow world over here. I just think it looks really cool the way it ended up looking. And this one's really nice about catching the light. If you put like, if you shine like sunlight on it, it will really catch some of these colors and stuff and come out. But yeah, and you can see, maybe you can see up close too, like, I guess you can't really tell. Maybe you can tell in person. These are all like different colors. These are all like, they're white, but they're like, have a little color in them. Sort of bringing these colors back up here. And it's like the sun, it's like, you know, sun and moon, day and night. But yeah, this was, I don't know if that was, I do like this one, and I like this part right here. I just think it reminds me of like Seurat or Renoir or something right here. I just really like some of these moments here. But I don't know, the thing over here, these didn't turn out exactly how I wanted to, but they're okay. Also, like, I don't know about the physics of it. A lot of the things I've seen when there's like light reflecting, when like the sun or the moon like that, it's just a straight line. It doesn't like spread out like that. But what I was looking at was kind of spreading out like that. But no, that's the latest one. Let me know if you like it. Okay, and then the next one, but you can't see that one right now. Okay, we'll see you at the library. Okay. Cheers. Okay, so first I just want to tell you, we'll do random yak in a second. Let's see how that goes. I was just going to tell you about what I'm learning about right now, and that's side conditions. And I don't know anything about it, so I don't know very much about it. So I'll just tell you what I know about it so far. And it's very fun to read about. So it's for, you have something you want to force. Like, let's say, I just have to say exactly how I learned it, but let's say you have a function, you want to add a function from omega-1 to omega-1. And you want to use finite conditions to do so. But if you do that, then whatever the obvious finite conditions you might imagine. But if you do that, you collapse omega-1 to omega, something. So side conditions are a way to, it's a pair of conditions. The first part is like what you would naturally use, like the finite. I'll say it in a second, but the finite part, the finite condition. And the second part is where I'm like getting stuck. I mean, like just learning about, the second part is a chain of models. And this chain of models, like they fit inside each other with the element of, so M1 is an element of M2, M2 is an element of M3. And also like they are, I think, like an elementary submodel or something of H sub theta. I do know H sub theta, I think, is the sets whose transitive, the sets whose, the size of their transitive closure is less than theta or something. Okay, so that's something I'm working on. So then somehow you force with these things, and then you don't have the bad consequences, but you have what you wanted, but you don't have the bad consequences. It's like a proper forcing or something. Okay, look at my kids, they're playing you guys. So that's what I'm learning about. It's really fun, but I have to learn a lot to learn about it. So that's what I'm doing. And what else was I gonna say about that? Oh yeah, what I think of, I don't know, wait, maybe tell me what you think. Maybe it's not anything really. It's just that when I think about a function from omega 1 to omega 1, I think of like a long strand of beads that's a length omega 1, and each of the beads is an element of omega 1. Mr. Zeke, I can see him over there. He's chewing on some, like the strings from the blinds. Zeke, he's really funny. Okay, so that's what I'm like. Oh yeah, transitive closure. I was also thinking like transitive closure. I was thinking about transitive closure. I'm like, why isn't it just the union? Like if you have a set T, then the union of T is the transitive closure, but that's obviously wrong because then you got to take the elements of the new elements you added. Okay, so it's like an inductive. I think it's like an inductive definition or something. Okay, all kinds of cool things. So hopefully that's cool. So I'm gonna keep thinking about that. And then let's do random yek. So let's just see how this goes. Let me stop it in case I have to like, it doesn't work or something, and then I don't want to get rid of. Oh, I guess I could just trim it down. Okay, we could just always trim. Okay, so I did lose the cover of yek recently because I sleep with it in bed sometimes, and it fell off. So, okay, guys, the random yek thing didn't really work because I felt like I randomly opened something. Well, it was a definition of Boolean algebra. Well, first it was something about the axiom of regularity, and then it was something in this definition of a Boolean algebra, a definition of an ideal and a filter. I don't know. I feel like it's not going to be that interesting right now, but I feel like I wish there was some set theory content. I guess I already talked about side conditions. Okay, so that'll be the set theory part. Okay, so now I was going to tell you about my research. Okay, I know I like talk about it sometimes, and it's kind of crazy. It's because it's like I'm trying to my ultimate goal is to show that Goldbach's conjecture is independent. Well, I just really like messing with, I don't really even know. I just really like doing whatever this is that I'm doing. Okay, so it's harmless. It's harmless. But, so I just want to tell you about what I'm doing right now. Let me see if I can grab my little notebook. Okay. Okay, well, I'm just gonna tell you a little tiny bit, but the idea is that, have you ever seen number blocks? It's like number blocks. The idea is that we're building a world. When we build this world, we build the integers, we remember, we think, we build this world sort of like with with multiplication in mind. It's a world of arithmetic, and we're trying to remember when we build it at the beginning, we're doing it in a way because we're trying to remember later what each number's like prime decomposition is. We want to remember information about these numbers when we get to like adding them and stuff. Okay, so one that's one. 2 is a prime, so it's like this. All the primes lay flat. You could do this some other way, but the primes lay flat. And then you try to make 3 out of this. You get to 2 and you have this and this to work with. Okay. You can only build by stacking up. And you can't use 1. Okay, we're trying to just keep in mind. We're trying to remember multiplication later. It's like a okay. So we tried to make 3, but we can't. Like, you can't make it from the 2. We can't use 1. Okay, so 4. We try to make it from 2. Okay, we can make it from stacking 2s. Okay. 5. Well, we try to make it from the 3s or the 2s, but we can't. So we have to. So it must be a prime. 6. Well, we can do 6 like this, or 6 like this. Okay, it doesn't matter. It's not gonna matter which one you use. I don't know. I don't think it matters. Okay. It shouldn't matter which one you use. Okay, so we keep going like this. So later down the line, we're gonna say some of these primes. We're gonna say, well, 3 is not really a prime. 3 is not really a prime. Okay. Here's the idea. You have primes in some ways. Primes are about creating other numbers. A prime, you can use a prime to create another number. Just like I stacked those to make 6. Okay. And then there's the other part about being prime. I think I kind of talked about this a little bit. I'm just trying to remember how I articulated, but let's see if I just. Okay, so there's two, I think about prime, there's kind of 2 things that we think about that are really important with prime numbers. And the 2 things are that it has no divisors, basically, except for itself. And the other thing is that it has creative power. If you just have, you think of primes as creating things. Okay, so this idea is trying to, we're going to have some primes that have this part. They have no divisors. They're like prime, they're kind of like 1. They're kind of like 1. They have no divisors, but they don't have the creative power. So kind of like 1 in this world. Okay, so for example, let's say we're gonna kill some primes. Let's say we were gonna kill 3. So 3 is no longer a prime. So what it looks like then is like this. It kind of looks like 1. It has something like 1. Maybe you even built it from the 1s. It's still like, there's nothing, you can't make it from other primes. So it doesn't have any other, it doesn't have any divisors. You can't make it by stacking primes, but we're gonna take, so it still has this property, but we're gonna take away its creative power. In that you can't use it anymore. You can't use 3 to stack. So I think of it like there's this structural problem in this world with this kind of a thing. You can still have a number like this. You can take a prime and turn it into something like this, but you can't build things with it. It's not structurally sound to build with this. They have to lie flat to build with them. Okay, so we take this away. Okay, so okay, then later we see that what happens is that now 9 has to become a prime. Oh, but that's not what I'm working on right now. What I'm trying to work on right now is, okay, so that's the muting the primes thing. Okay, we're just trying to see, I really, it's almost like, it might be like a philosophical kind of paper, because it's really just about like separating these two ideas, trying to like take a prime that has some of the qualities of being prime that we think of as humans being that's special about it, and taking away some of its powers. Okay, but what I've been doing lately is like, here, let me just see if I have some example. It might be my other notebook. But okay, so then the idea is now I'm trying to add them. So like, I mean, even if I'm going to add 2 plus 3, I have to have some kind of a construction method so that when you, at the end, you get one of these numbers. So I couldn't just like, you know, just plop these on top of each other and say, well, that's 5, because that's not what 5 looks like. So if they're both prime like this, great. If they're both prime, so I'm wondering what happens with C plus D equals E. In my world, do I always get, so I want this like closed under addition in this world. Okay, so, no, but so, okay, so if they're both prime, we have a construction method, just set them right next to each other. Okay, and I did a lot of different cases, like if they're both, if 2 of them have a common factor, C and D, then this one's gonna have a common factor too, and you can build according to that. You can tell them, like, okay, let me just see, like, if I was gonna do like, let's say 4 plus 12. Okay, so I could somehow tell someone, so you maybe have to pick, because there's only one 12, there's only one 4. But 4 and 12 have a common factor, so. 11, 12. Okay, so we can just, okay, this works. So I can stack this on top of this. We get a number that's 16. It's a stack of primes, 2's prime, so that works. I can say if they have a common factor, you can just stack them on top of each other. If they're both primes, you can just stack them next to each other. Well, is that true though? I mean, that's the thing. If I have 2 numbers that I add that are both primes, unless there's a 2 there, it's not going to be another prime. You know, like 2 plus 3 is 5. I think that's not one like that. So I can't always say, I can't just say if they're both primes, just squish it. Oh. Did this keep recording? Because it just said low battery. Okay, I'll try and speed this up so I can plug in the thing. Okay, so anyway, so what I was doing lately, I actually don't know. So if they're both prime, well, if it's 2 and 3, you stack, you just meld them together. But I hadn't actually thought of that before, because if they're 2 primes in general, it's not going to be another prime generally. Okay, so there's different cases I've been thinking of, like, just to make sure that I can, the way I'm thinking of it is I have to give, you can add 2 numbers, but you have to tell them how to construct their numbers so they get something. Okay, and so this is the one I've been working on lately, because I got lots of examples where if any of these, if C, D, and E, any of them have a prime, for some reason I feel like I found out a way, if any of these are prime, we can do something not too bad. If any of these, if these have a similar factor, if they're not all relatively prime, we can, I feel like I have some construction method. But what if they're all relatively prime and none of them are prime? I was trying to think of examples of that. So like 16 plus 9 equals 25. Okay, you guys, this might just start sounding like nonsense. I gotta plug this in, so we gotta go fast. So 16 plus 9. Plus 9. Okay, is gonna be 25. 25, the only way to write 25 is a big prime block, 5 by 5. So, but this one, I feel like if you just stick this guy right up next to him, One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, Then you can stick that guy right up next to each other. I have to have a construction method. And now these fall down and you've got the 5 by 5. Okay, so this will work. This works because this is 2 to the 4th. This works because 2 to the 4th plus 3 squared equals 5 squared. The only reason this one works is that it's like p to the something plus q to something, or this is p plus q. So if this is the case, then I have some method. Okay, that's what I'm doing. It's like, that's what I get. But I don't know, I was like running into fun things, like, cause I was thinking like, plug this baby in right here. Hopefully that'll work. Okay, so I was thinking like, well, I really just want to make sure that I can add any to these two things, have some construction method. There might be like many cases, I don't know. Have some construction method so that it's closed, so that when you add these two numbers with whatever the method is, that you get something that also is one of these objects that looks like that, one of these objects. And so I know that because of Fermat's last theorem, like I know there's not going to be anything x to the n plus y to the n equals z to the, I know it's not going to be like that. There's a lot of things it can't be. If I'm just saying what are the different options plus c plus d equals e, what are c, d, and e? And then also like Pythagorean theorem comes up because that might come up when I'm like yeah, like that one I just did, that was like a Pythagorean theorem type c plus d equals e, and maybe those ones have like a construction method like that or something. I don't know, that's what I'm working on. Okay, I had to go plug this in. Oops, okay, now it unplugged itself. Okay, so I'll see you, I guess I'll see you in a sec. Maybe that's it, you know? I mean, I'll see you in a little bit, but I think that might be it. Okay, hey everybody, so thanks for hanging out with me today. I went through and kind of did some editing and slicing together, and it's about 47 minutes long, so that's kind of long. But, so thanks for sticking around if you're still watching, and I hope you have a great night. And I'm just gonna chill here now, and I am watching Life After Beth, and I'm not sure what I'm gonna watch next, but I got some cool posters behind me. Probably seen that one before. I got that when I was in Bowdoin. I got these posters downtown. This is about the moon phases. I always get confused, and I always get wrong, and I feel kind of dumb sometimes because I guess I don't understand the moon. But okay, I'll see you guys all later, and I hope you have a great day. And I'll let you know I'll see you in a week at the art show.